Ever since Saturday, the announcement from Good that Grant was leaving the group, the internet has been abuzz with rumors and conspiracies around why. Both Grant in his video was rather cryptic, as well as the CEO Matt Kendrick on Matt Fisher's podcast 2 days ago, also very cryptic. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but all these things are very fascinating, and as a huge fan of Good, I want to try to get to the bottom of some of this. So I've gone through all of the comments, I've gone through the Reddit, I've gone through all the things you guys have messaged me, all of the conspiracies and all of the theories and all of the thoughts that have been sent my way, and I've compiled some of the top ones I want to talk about today. Super quick, I'm stoked you guys are enjoying this content. I am really enjoying making it. To celebrate starting this new channel, anyone who's subscribed by next Monday is going to be entered to win a pack of whatever golf balls you want. I'm going to send you for Christmas pack of Pro V1s, Pro V1Xs, whatever it is you guys want. I'm going to pick one subscriber on Monday and I'm going to send you golf balls of your choice for Christmas. So be sure guys, hit that subscribe button. All you have to do is be subscribed and I'll announce the winner in one of next week's videos. The first and easiest one to debunk is just LIV got him. LIV Golf has got Grant. That's one I saw floating around. It's one I had asked me a couple times after the first few videos. This one was immediately debunked by Matt Kendrick, CEO of Good on the podcast with Mr. Short Game.
You know, maybe you won't answer this, but I have to ask it. Does it have anything to do with LIV Golf?
It has zero to do with LIV Golf.
I know, because a lot of people are going to ask that. Okay.
At first, I didn't really give this one any credence personally. I thought, like, no chance. Like, there's no way that's happening. But when you really think about it, and someone messaged me this and this was my response, it's like, although obviously his golf level is maybe not at the same level as some of the other tour pros that are going over to LIV, just the social pull that a guy like Grant could bring, the excitement and influence for people under the age of 35 who maybe are just getting into golf and maybe are excited about the YouTube golf scene, which has blown up over the last couple years. Obviously Good having the biggest, or one of the biggest hands in that. Seeing a guy like that go over to LIV, even just the excitement factor of like watching Jake Paul or Logan Paul box, even though you may not go watch that boxing match if they weren't on the card, just like you might not watch LIV Golf if Grant isn't on the card, you might go check it out just for the spectacle of seeing one of your favorite YouTubers on there. So I guess it could have been possible, but that one completely debunked, not happening. On the level of golf leagues, I had a lot of DMs and comments about potentially a YouTube golf league being started, which, you know, I think could be a thing, but I don't think for any of these guys, the infrastructure they'd be willing to put behind it and the backing you would need to actually start another league, which has just been obviously the talk of the last year or two with everything going on with LIV. You can see what you need to do that, and although it would be different, it'd be content focused, it'd probably be living on YouTube, this is something that they could probably do just on their channels. Like, this is something that, you know, with the T-Box Classic thing that we saw Micah be a part of not too long ago, that had all the big names in golf minus the good guys and Rick, like there was so many people there at that event, and it was like almost a YouTube golf event, YouTube golf tournament. So these things could happen, but I don't think Good would have any restrictions on their members being able to go do that. As long as it wasn't during a Good week, there's no reason why they couldn't go play in these little golf events or whatever. So even if there was a YouTube golf league starting, there's no reason why Grant would have to leave Good for that. One of the most common things and big threads in both the Reddit and just overall in the comment section is around Good starting a club line. Now in the podcast, Matt Kendrick talked about the fact that their brand mission is to be on par with the names like Titleist and TaylorMade and Callaway. Like, they want to be looked at the same level. And obviously we see that push not just on the apparel side of the company, but also now with the putter. The putter was obviously a big, massive, hype, viral moment that is something that they've physically created, like an actual golf apparatus that people are now using on the course. So then the questions and curiosity shift to whether that is going to be something they bring to other clubs, whether they're going to create irons, drivers, hybrids, woods, all of the above. And where this ties into Grant is that obviously Grant has an exclusive deal with Mizuno right now, and if the guys were looking to create, say, an iron set, they would likely have to abolish the contracts of most of the guys. But the reason why I don't quite agree with this one as a theory as to why Grant would have left is because these guys have worked with other golf brands for a long time, and you know, it might not be this exclusive thing that they're unwilling to part from, but I'm telling you, if there was equity being built in a new golf company that Grant had an opportunity to be a part of, there's no Mizuno contract in the world that would outpay that. I don't think. The equity that could be built in building that kind of company and having the involvement in that plus the salary he was offered, the kitchen sink from Good, like whatever it was, a contract, a sponsorship deal from a company like Mizuno that sponsors hundreds, if not thousands of other golfers around the world, I don't think there's a world where they're paying him more money than what he could have made through that. So was it potentially a conflict of interest? Sure, but I don't think that would be the sole reason. I don't think there's a world where Grant, regardless if Good starting a club line or not, I don't think the Mizuno deal or any outside sponsorships has any play in it, because the equity in Good and the value of not only monetarily, but like I talked about, the growth arm, the fact that as Good grows, being a member of it grows his subsidiary channel, there was so much value intrinsically in being a part of Good and whatever they created. There's no sponsorship contract that he is being offered that's worth more than that, in my opinion. Another interesting one is the idea of Rick Shiels poaching him. Now, this is one that definitely not. Like, come on, like, there's no way. Like, Rick Shiels is an independent operator. He's the biggest creator in the space. He's not poaching him. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is it gives me memories and vibes to the Logan Paul, Sophia Franklin, Call Her Daddy type situation, which is when the Call Her Daddy girls, if you don't know, from Barstool, big podcast. Alex Cooper is now the second biggest podcast in the world next to Joe Rogan. When they first started Call Her Daddy, they were under Barstool Sports. They were under contract with Barstool Sports. They went out to Encino, California and went on Logan's podcast, and rumor has it that Logan got in their ears and was like, you guys are getting ripped off. Like, the deal you have from Barstool is not good. You can be making more money on your own, etc., etc., etc. Now, this isn't quite a direct comparison to the guys at Good Good, because although they were working with Good Good, the contract didn't exclude them from doing their own things. They all had their own brand partnerships as long as they didn't conflict, I'm assuming, with the ones that Good Good had, but they also already had their own subsidiary channels that Matt Kendrick in the Mr. Short Game podcast talked about the fact that they don't take a percentage from any of these guys' individuals' channels. It's not a talent management firm. They just have their own channel and business entity in Good Good, but what these guys do on the side is completely up to them. So there's really no need to break away like we saw the Alex Cooper situation from Barstool. But what Rick Shiels may have done is open their eyes to what they can do purely as individuals. Rick Shiels has built the biggest golf brand online all by himself. Obviously, he has lots of help from a team around him, but he is the sole entity. And all of the opportunities that he has gotten around it and all of the conversations he's had throughout the years, if he imparted that knowledge on some of the members of Good Good, aka Grant and Micah, it might have just given them the confidence boost they needed to be like, hey, we can go out on our own. Like, yes, Good Good built us. They were a huge reason, if not the biggest reason, why we are where we are. We have this entity, but we are now confident that we can go on and move forward. Obviously, I think this would have been something they were thinking about beforehand. They were sniffing it out, they were whatever, but I really do think that conversations with Rick, the most successful golf creator on the internet, as an independent golf creator, could have been enough of a confidence boost for these guys to take the leap and go out on their own. Now, there's about 700 more conspiracy theories that could have happened, but these were the ones that interested me the most and the ones I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Comment yours down below.